Hi everyone. I wanted to have a chat about something that feels quite important, and we all go through it and understand it to some extent, but don't necessarily bring together as though it's part of our education for betterment of ourselves and all. So many of the videos I've done touches on this, but it just gets deeper with more expanse now because, well, in this new year, Happy New Year, by the way, 2026, here we go. In this deepening, there is just an acknowledgement that we can bring together within ourselves, realizing that it's there for everyone. And it is like untouched truth that we aren't accessing enough. That's what I mean, like we're aware of it to some extent or understanding, but to actually bring it together as part of the education of our wholeness, benefit and betterment. So to touch on this, we all know that we have like the gifts of mind, emotions, the physical form to be here with it all creating. And this is like a spiritual element of us. It's like a mini earth on the earth. So behind all of that is the divinity. So there's this constant flow of divinity, and so too with the earth. And so when we are fully like in alignment with acknowledgement of this divinity, and I don't mean we have to be fully a particular study of particular religious acumen or something, because we need to relax about that and realize it's all about just our divinity, being divine beings. But behind everything is that flow, and to acknowledge that flow within us, we need to be aware where we send this resource rather than using it. So the way I see it is, so let's put a little person there as usual, but this is the feeling that's there all the time, a powerful access that we are, including our mental, emotional body. But for that to come to the forefront in this dimension, you know, the divinity is showing up in our emotions and mind use. So when we have like things that represent weight or restrictive or hard, and we just kind of are enforcing making certain things happen, we're sending our energy out, trying to make something happen to come back to us to fulfill something in this field of ours. Whereas if we go back to understanding there is a divine flow through us, and it's not enforcing something come to us, but rather we are part of it, then it starts to become more like a geyser flow, like, because this feeling is there, it's divine flow behind everything, becomes more like a geyser flow where we're just attracting in what we want from this underlying peace, calm, untouched truth, and we access more of who we really are in our centers, and it becomes more a part of our field as we grow. So if we're not accessing that feeling and allowing kind of throughout our lives, and we're more sending our energy out, see something, want something, expect it to come back, that's not fulfilling us. That's us sending our energy out, and pretty much simply that's all it is. We're sending our energy out, because how many times out of, say, 100%, we send out I want this, kind of I should have it kind of thing, like attached to it, or expectation. How many times does it actually come back to us exactly the way we sent out the demand? And I'm talking about like just a cold expectation, not like I'm applying myself to this. I'm activating my energy. I'm applying my good nature, my soulful feeling attributes that I want to offer the world, and I'm in this flow of it coming back to me. I'm emphasizing this divine flow. And so you can also look at our world as well, which is surrounded by that energy field that's in this constant, all the way around it, called the torus. And so we have the same access of divine flow, part of her powerful support system and ours. So it's just remembering that this is all centered on the divine flow and at heart level, because we've got to use our whole consciousness and get this into balance, and not send out what we expect to happen in any kind of unnatural way. Like, just because we are who we are and we can give orders, that's not always going to happen. And it's only going to be a matter of time, like what's happening now, where humans are standing up and saying, well, if you want something from me, I don't have to be treated like that. Or if you want change in the environment, get like a heart level foundation and find intelligent ways to keep it that way, with vast solutions that can occur with some heart-based, work, connecting work, thinking a little bit, allowing divine guidance in, but always keeping this kind of not jagged expectation in life, because it's not always going to come back. So you've just you build up this, why didn't it come back? And then there's worry that I can't have what I want. And then there's, anxiety conditions occurring because people feel uncomfortable being themselves. So they're in environments where everyone has these kind of expectations on each other to be a certain thing. We just need to really come back to remembering this divinity, and this is our empowerment. This is acknowledging our true power. Because true power is not in ordering life to be a certain way. In the smallest way, like, say, ordering a child around, like you can give child guidance, but when, it goes too far into the actual mental structure is, I boss you around, that's when we've gone too far. But when you keep it heart level and you do all you can to have that conversational element, no matter their age, then that's their growth allowed, instead of, and most of the time the child's going to back away from the parent because there is that unease. So looking at it like that, or looking at it like someone who has out there power enforcement and the expectations that everything should stay the same to maintain that power tower, so to speak, instead of I need to come back down to earth and find ways that are of healthy benefit for what I put out will come back. Okay, because that is the energetic structure of our being, our whole being, all of us. So I think that's all I wanted to share. And I'll just write that the main point of that was divine empowerment and we start to acknowledge that true power. It is knowledge that we are acquiring, you know, that is of benefit. Cool. So yeah, try not to send your power out so much with expectation that it's going to be exactly that, because we've got to let everyone sort of be themselves. Okay, hope that helped. Chat again soon. Bye for now.